Welcome back to Avalon and Ninth. Please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another plan with me. I know this upload is coming after the 52 weeks of Halloween, which is not the norm because normally I do this on a Monday. But that's not what's happening this week. So this is a little out of my norm, but I'm getting it up before I do any other filming with any other spreads. So there we go. Forewarn you, it is the month of October, which means we have a ton of Halloween spreads coming. So not only will you have 52 weeks of Halloween coming, you will have all of the Halloween now in my main planner here. So I am using this horror character kit from my shop. I love horror movies. Love them, you guys. No idea. Everybody thinks, like, my entire family is like, yep, you're morbid and you're crazy, but it works for you. My husband is just as much a horror fan as I am, and yes, so I knew that after last week when I did the Mean Girls inspired kit and all that pink and teal and just gorgeousness, I knew I had to go to the dark side. Like, there was no question about it that the first Halloween kit I was going to use was going to be this one. So I am digging all the red going on in this video. So, as with the 52 weeks of Halloween that was just uploaded yesterday, I foiled that one. Well, I was also foiling this kit. So, I bought these overlays from Rose Colored Days. It is a collab with Cookie Sticker Co., I want to say is the shop. I know that I've heard of the shop before, but I'd never looked around in the shop or anything like that. But I guess this is what she's known for, is this kind of drippy design, which with the red foil, amazing. I love it so much. Like, I'm trying not to squeal into the microphone. Like, I want to save your hearing, okay? So, super, super excited for this kit. I know this is not everybody's jam, so I get it if you're like, I don't want to watch you plan with these stickers, so I'm going to exit out here. I get it. This is not everybody's cup of tea, but it sure is my cup of tea. So, this last week was a pretty busy week. I mean, yeah, it was a pretty busy week. So, I don't really want to talk about some of the same things that were going on in the 52 weeks of Halloween, because that just gets monotonous and boring. So this is definitely a bit of a longer video, just because I did have to take the time with the foiling. And one of the things that I'm trying to be cognizant of is that I don't have to rush. Because I speed these up and I do the voiceovers, I don't have to rush to lay everything down, so I can take a little bit more time. In the past, that hasn't been the case, because normally I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta hurry and get this done, because I feel like I'm having to rush to get under a certain time slot of whatever. Anyways, this was the first spread I've done in a while where I just kind of took my time. And so hence this is a little bit of a longer video. It's approximately about 5 minutes longer than my normal videos. And if you don't like how long this video is, if you like it to be a little bit shorter, just let me know, because I can always speed up just a little bit faster, so that we're obviously not having to sit here through all the boring stuff, because sometimes laying down the bottom washi and the glitter headers and the date covers and all that stuff, that gets kind of boring after a while. So, but you know, I mean, you let me know in the comment section what it is. Do you want it a little bit faster and whatnot? So, I am trying to still keep zoomed in, but not too far zoomed in, but then not too far zoomed out. I want you to be able to see the details. So if this is too far out, let me know. That sticky note right there caught the paper, and there was no me lifting it up, so that's why there's a big chunk of white space at the top. Yeah, we embrace the mistakes, or the imperfections. We embrace the imperfections. Why? Because the imperfections is what makes you unique. So, there we go. That's my philosophy for the day. Where was I? Oh my gosh. See? Squirrel. It happens to the best of us. I'll figure out what I was talking about in a little bit. Maybe never. Maybe never. So, let's just jump into it and we'll figure it out. Oh yeah, that's what I was. The zooming in and all of that. You let me know what it is. Am I too far in? Am I too far out? Is it just right? Because like I said, my little screen, to me, I feel like I'm not in close enough. So it is what, Okay, Monday. Subscriptions went live. Mark that with a Halloween sticker from Fox and Cactus. I think I have like 3 more of these little girls, and then I will be all done with them, which makes me kind of sad, but more reason to buy more stickers. Though I think her Halloween collection isn't up anymore. It is what it is. Subscriptions. So, subscriptions now are subscription only. Spots open from the 5th to the 17th of every month, as long as we have spots. Some changes are coming for certain things that we're going to be adding to kits in the future that will definitely make it be whether or not we can hold spots open for that long. So we shall see. But if you are on the fence about a sub, I say go for it, because you can always skip a month. I will allow skipping of months, just because I know not every color palette and every theme is everybody's jam, and I don't think it's fair to say you get this one, then you have to cancel, and then you have to wait for a spot. Just skip it, because then it also allows me to make adjustments for future stuff. Anyways, alright, moving on. Also, full box, the bloody overlay, which I think is perfect. It was a design time, and I marked it with a Halloween sticker from Stick With The Plan Co. I had to work on PR codes that day and emails, tons of emails. And this last month, I was a little bit behind on getting some things up on the dates that I like to, and I was hitting deadlines on the day they were there. So I had to post a graphic in the shop owners group for the TPC sale, and that was the final day that we could do it. And I was right there, by the skin of my teeth. It was like right there. And that is not my norm. So trust me, when I say that I am working hard to get things done, because this is, I don't like being like that. That posting things on deadlines, that is not, that makes me, while I procrastinate, and I will own my procrastination, that, just talking about it gives me anxiety. All right, we got to move on to Tuesday. On to Tuesday, put the full box up at the top and another overlay. Every single day this week is going to have one of those overlays. Love it. So, and then it was design time. I do not like this white pen. I need a white pen that's like my normal pen. So, if you have suggestions for other white ink pens besides Jelly Rolls, I need those suggestions. I think somebody had told me that, I think Signo makes one, so I might need to try them. I may have to see if I can find a fine tip like Sharpie that's either in a silver or something, just for the dark stickers. Anyways, I decided to mark the design time with the logos from Pumpkin Paper Co. And I was wanting to use one of the computers, but the computers had a lot of orange in it, and I felt that would be very clashing to this whole very dark and red spread. So So I just opted for the ghost. It just seemed easier. And then I had to do a mail drop and mark that with another sticker from Stick With The Plan Co. I figured since this was very much like horror character-esque, that pulling in some of those horror characters that I bought from her shop was very much needed. And I love how it turned out. It flowed very, very well. And then worked on resending some orders. So had to make some changes to a couple of things and had to resend some orders out. And so just marked that off with a sticker from Once More With Love. Whew, forgetting shop names again, you guys. Forgetting shop names. And just a little witchy sticker. Oh yeah, the graphic one on Monday right there was from Once More With Love as well. So didn't completely stick with the Plan Co. and everything, but it makes a good appearance. And then I was going to pull out that freebie sticker right there from Fox and Cactus, but that purple was going to be worse than the orange. Okay, so I was like, nope, can't do that. So I pulled out another one of those computer girls with the bat on their laptop from Fox and Cactus because I had a live with Caitlin that evening. So that was fun. I always enjoy the lives with Caitlin. They're super exciting and fun and just adventurous. So put the full box down on Wednesday. I mean, it's kind of like what I do, right? This is kind of my normal layout. And then overlay over top. The only problem with this full box is that the overlay definitely does cover that cake, and I really did enjoy that cake, but it is what it is. We're not gonna complain too much because there's a whole aesthetic vibe going on here. So we'll just pretend it's, we'll just pretend. I'm not gonna finish the whole thought. So on Wednesday, I struggled with what I wanted to do. I had a whole bunch of stuff that needed to be done, but I didn't know, like, did I want to use quarter boxes? Did I want to use the individual checklist boxes? Like, what did I want to do? And then I looked down and I saw the grid paper box sheet that I have now, and I was like, oh, let's do one of those full box grids because I really want to show you guys that you can use these as checklists. So it was my little to-do list with the arrow that comes with the kit, and I had to finish mini kits, had to upload items, I had to edit, I needed to get the code photo scheduled, and I needed to finish the art request. And that right there allowed me to do all of that and not have, a checklist, so to speak. So that's what I love about these new full box ones. It just adds a different dimension, a different feel than the normal checklist that we have. And then I did have to work on videos. We were pretty good on orders, but I had to work on videos that day. So ended up putting the half box down there because I definitely wanted to make sure that I had room to mark the Big Old Live that evening. So Big Old Lives happen every Wednesday before the sale date, and we have a grand, fantastic time. Albeit I was in the middle of designing a kit during that Big Old Live because I had just received art like just before the Big Old Live happened, and I emailed it to a couple of my PR girls, and I was like, should I or shouldn't I? And the response was, yes, do it. You have to do it. And so I did it. And so during the Big Old Live, I was designing it. So yeah, it was awesome. And then I did have to work on videos, which is why you ended up getting subsequent videos that ended up happening like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like all of those days. Once again, when you injure yourself, you get behind. And I am just going to push forward. So on to Thursday. Love the foil overlay that goes on top of this box. It barely covers the top of her head, and then just that it just works. I love it. But I will say that one of the things that I kept having happen over and over with this roll of overlay is that it would tear in spots, and so I could end up not using a full box. overlay because it tore in weird spots and it would have been bad. So, anyways, moving on to what I did that day, sub orders. I know I placed sub orders down, but what that means, I absolutely have no idea. Because it wasn't getting any subscription orders out. It wasn't, I don't remember what it was. See, this is the part about when you don't do anything. Like when you don't specify specific items in your planner, sometimes you forget what the heck you're talking about. My goodness, people are just buzzing my phone off. I got my Apple Watch on and it's connected to all of my notifications that keep buzzing on my wrist. Ooh, okay. So I think what the sub orders was me actually going through and fixing, because if you subscribe to the monthly functional subscription and the mystery kit, there is an option now that you can have them combined and renew on the same day so that they will also ship together. You don't have to. You can have them, renew separately, but they will ship separately at that point. So I think that's what it was. Now that I'm like talking it out with y'all, I'm pretty confident that that's what it was. Anyways, marked it with a Stick with the Plan Co. Sticker, and then I had to finish up the art requests. I had one more to finish up and finish that up, and I just marked it with some of the deco from the kit. And then had to finish voiceovers and marked that with another Stick with the Plan Co. And then that's when I uploaded everything. And so that's when you got the YouTube video that day. And then hindsight, I should have put my other little checkbox down there, and should have put my other little checkbox for the YouTube video, but it ended up going up over this full box. And it's really hard to see what that full box is. That full box there has Freddy's hat, but it is very, very dark. That's the only problem, is that the background is very, very dark with this. Now, when designing, it wasn't that way. This is, where printing and light from the computer vary. So, but this is what I was talking about. This check box right here, I should have put it down below this full box, but I wasn't totally thinking. So on Thursday, it was the YouTube video with the Mean Girls inspired kit that went up, and then on Friday was the normal 52 weeks of Halloween, and then I went ahead and moved to the top. Put my sticky note down to mark that I was cutting planners, so I had to cut a whole bunch of planners, and I ended up marking that. And see, I just don't like this pen. This comes out very messy looking, but it wasn't as dark as I wanted it to be. It just looks, yeah. So I need a new white ink pen. Anyways, marked it with a sticker from Stick with the Plan Co. And I thought that was just hilarious to have the character with the chainsaw for the cutting planners. Like, come on, this is amazing. So, put down a half. Actually, the next two boxes are going to be half box with the grid in them, and then I had to work on planner covers, and I actually had my son helping me out with this one because we were laminating a whole ton of planner covers, and I ended up marking that with some more deco from the kit, because on Thursday, that's when I realized, I was like, oh, I have all this deco in this kit, and it has the characters with it. I can use that as well. And that's why you see me all of a sudden adding the deco from the kit. Ding, ding, ding. Sometimes I'm pretty smart. Sometimes I'm not. So, then I needed to finish printing stock and mark that with a sticker from Stick with the Plan Co. as well. This was one that I was bouncing back and forth, like, do I want to use deco? Do I want to use this? But it ended up being with Stick with the Plan Co. I was like, let's go ahead and get it done. So, weekend banner is already up, and start with the full box. The pictures that are up there above that TV screen end up getting covered up by the foil and the full box overlay. But that's okay because I wanted to have the Jigsaw character be the main focus of this full box anyway, so it doesn't bother me at all. But yes, so more glitter headers because, you know, I love them, love my glitter headers. So a lot of Saturday was dedicated to a couple of things. One, filming, and that's when I was filming this stuff. Two, cutting planners. Cutting lots of planners. And three, cutting and punching planners. So we have where we cut the planners on our big thing, but then sometimes when I do the cut and punch, that's usually to make sure that all pages are evened out. So that's what we were doing. So it was a very, very, very long Saturday. But I ended up uploading the week's planner, the health planner, which I'll tell you right now, there won't be an upload for the week's planner this upcoming week. I filmed it this last week, but I'm not going to upload it. How about that? Why? Because this last week has been crazy. So, I marked the cutting planners with another sticker that had a knife, because I thought that was appropriate as well, from Stick with the Plan Go. Like I said, cut and punch planners. Make sure all items are even, and then the punching is obviously punching the holes in them. So, prep. That's what that all is. And that was all for a very, very big project. So, Sunday was supposed to be edit and upload, and that did not work out at all. So, that's why you're getting all these videos now. So, yay. I guess somebody's letting the dogs out. Okay, so it was supposed to be edit and upload, and I marked that with a sticker from Stick with the Plan Co, because that's what it is, and it's the little Freddy version. And then I did have to check emails. We had a lot of emails, and I did not get to emails on Saturday, so checked a whole bunch of emails on Sunday to answer everything. Full box, another foiled overlay, because, like I said, it was going to have every single full box this week was going to have a foil overlay. And then put another sticky note down to just mark that work on planners. And that is actually what happened, is that we worked on planners. But can you see just how messy this all looks? Like, it just, I would like to think that my handwriting is not that messy, but maybe it is. It just so messy. And I ended up marking that with another sticker from Stick with the Plan Co. And then the September haul video went up that Sunday. So let's move over to the sidebar. There were a few things that I did have to add into the sidebar this week. But like always, I end up putting that 9th full box down over there. And of course, it's going to get a foil overlay as well. Like I said, I foiled the heck out of both of these kits. Okay, maybe this is not like overly foiled, because I don't do bougie boxes or underlays or whatever you want to call them. I don't do that. So this is about as heavy a foil as I get. I may sometimes like foil the headers, especially if I use pattern headers, and I know I'll be doing that a couple of times this next year. Is I will be doing foiled, like I'll foil the headers and everything. But overall, this is about as heavy as I get with the foil. So I ended up putting that second full box grid pattern box, whatever you want to call it. And I ended up just putting down another sticker from Fox and Cactus. It was one of their little Halloween ones that I got last year, and just to watch. And we watched Blacklist, we watched Lie to Me, and then I also had to catch up on some YouTube. I was behind on some of my YouTube videos that I have saved. And then went ahead and put a couple of third boxes down. One is a grid box, and one is just going to be, like a plain third box. And I was really trying to decide what I wanted to fill this area with. There was a couple of things that I could have put down, and I was just trying to decide which ones were doing it. And then planning time, and then basically it wasn't really like planning for like specifics, but it was to decide on what kind of business planner I was going to use for 2021. So I do have a business planner that stays here at my desk that is pen and ink only, lots of scribbles out, lots of notes, brainstorming sessions, all of that jazz. And yes, I do know I make my own planners, but there are some aspects to my business planner that another company uses that I really, really enjoy. So I just opted to go with them again. Until we have more time to design our own planners. And then Forget Me Not was to message about new designs. So I just had to send a message to somebody about that. And that's everything, you guys. It is foiled horror goodness, and I love it. And I will see you guys all next time. Bye.